Hi. I'm Victoria. Hi. I am excited to be doing this. I think I'm like every other girl in the world. I think talking for me is a good form of processing. I'm a verbal processor. And I'm backstory. I'm 30. I'm married. Haven't left my house, so I haven't put the ring on. I don't sleep with it. Not that it's important, but early on into having it, it's rose gold, which I learned is one of the weakest metals. I like bent it because I'm stressed all the time. Part of why I want to do this to verbal process, and I must have been clenching and I kind of bent it. It's been fixed, so I don't sleep with it. So that hasn't been on. I'm married. I live in Seattle, Washington. I got a pup somewhere sleeping. His name's Romeo. I'm on spring break right now because I work for the school district. I am a speech language pathologist. And yeah, I've been focusing this spring break on just resting because I struggle with being anxious and stressed and overwhelmed, and it affects me as it affects so many other people. I also struggle with insomnia, so sleep is poor for me. Doctors like to say you have IBS, which is, it's real, but I know it's like a band-aid of a diagnosis for like something's awry. In the last year or so, I've been diagnosed with endometriosis, which supports the IBS because they think it's more tied in with my bowels. We have a lot of skin issues, the whole gamut. I have some other GI issues. So I'm here to be transparent, to meet people who are just trying to figure it out. Yeah, so this spring break I've been resting. I was ending my work, just stressed to no end, working over weekends, doing paperwork, just trying to keep up. I was waking up every day with a headache for like 2 weeks straight. My sleep is still so poorly, even on spring break. I'm like so tired, so I try to go to bed, and then I'm wired, I can't sleep, and then I've been waking up wide awake at like 4:45. Just been a bummer. So I've just been resting, watching reels, too many, trying to read. But I'd love to make this also part book review. Yeah. Should I talk about that now? I don't really know. I think I will. But just wanted to do a quick introduction, and anyways, I hope you're having a really good day. But in terms of a book review, like everybody and their mother, I feel like I got looped in onto Book Talk. I don't even have TikTok, but Reels. People posted that on Reels. And so I started reading. I was like reading anyways. I was maybe doing like a book a month. I think the best I got was, 18 books a year. So it wasn't like super, super new to me, but like everybody else, I was an avid reader kind of in high school. I like binged Twilight. I binged Hunger Games. I loved the Ugly series, if you guys know what that is. And so in September, on my birthday, September 7th, I started reading ACOTAR, and I probably finished the whole series by like late October, early November. I don't remember specifics. And then I waited because I was asking for the Throne of Glass series for Christmas. Got that. Started reading, I remember, hot take, before Sarah J. Maas released the reading order, I had started with Throne of Glass, then Crown of Midnight, then Assassin's Blade. I loved it because I don't care for novellas. Like the novella for ACOTAR was rough for me. And I think at that point, like I wasn't like gripped by the story, but I was enjoying the story, enjoying the characters. And so I had enough background of the character to get through all of the novellas. And then I was, of course, like into the story. I took a little break, like a long break during my tandem read. I did do the tandem read, and that was because it might have been my mental health wasn't great. It was a little slower for me to get through my parts of Tower of Dawn, but I was like refusing to like not read those, and then like I didn't want to skip and go back to Empire of Storms or Empire of Storm, whatever. Yeah, but I finally got that done. I finished Throne of Glass, the whole series, Kingdom of Ash specifically, like a week and a half ago. And then I read a Fate Inked in Blood. And that was good. I feel like I should have switched genres instead of just doing like fantasy to fantasy, because it was really hard for me to read about Fireheart, if you know, you know, to then Born in Fire from A Fate Inked in Blood. That was a nickname for her. It ended fine. It ended good. But anyway, so I started Crescent City yesterday. And now I'm on like 131. And I'm happy to go into that. Yeah, it's been a doozy. But in terms of Crescent City, I definitely was really scared, because I also got the Crescent City series for Christmas. I need to get the third one because it came out in January. I started it. I was scared to start it though, because everybody on the internet was like, oh, it's so jarring going from like the Throne of Glass world into a club, or it's just so much like info dump in the beginning of the book, or whatever somebody was explaining about. And so I think I was a little worried that I was going to be disappointed, but I should have known and trusted myself. So I'm starting it, and it's like, I know it's a different world. And so I'm wondering if the people who had those opinions were just comparing it. Because to me, I'm like, don't we all know comparison is the thief of joy? And so I'm just taking this world for what it is. It's like a new world. Yes, it has fae, but it has every other creature under the sun in lore and mythology, which the other books like don't have. So I'm like, no, it's just like a different fantasy world. And there's so much that happens. Like, yes, it's an info dump, but I'm like, no, there's a plot that's happening and unfolding, and drama and shit's gone down. So I'm enjoying it. But yes, this is my intro, and I probably won't be consistent. I'm nervous to post because I'm like, what if somebody I actually know sees this? We can't have that. Although it might come to it. But yes, it's nice to meet you, and I'm going to keep reading. Also, I just love it too, when I got into these books, more specifically once I got into Throne of Glass, I'm like, I want to annotate, which I don't know how to annotate, so I just separate it into like characters, something interesting, or like world building stuff. So we got some little annotations going on here. I put them all in the same spots because it's either the top or the bottom of the page, or if it's like the start or end of the chapter, there's like space. I don't like covering the words. So like, for example, what did I highlight here? Oh, this is just looking at explaining people. So for those of you who know Crescent City, I was trying to understand who Fury and Juniper were. So this is kind of just an explanation of who they are, or like their descriptions. I've looked up stuff online. I try not to look up spoilers, but I do look up who is who and what they look like. I'm a big fan of that. So yes, I read plenty of various various genres, but I am in my fantasy romantasy girl era. Yeah. It's been fun.